Have you ever noticed this? You are just moving through your day. Nothing dramatic happened. No huge argument. No chair was thrown. No villain walked in with thunder behind them. But somehow, out of nowhere, you feel irritated, tense, snappy, like there is a tiny kettle inside your chest, and it has started whistling even though nobody remembers turning on the stove. And the worst part is you do not really know why. Someone breathes a little too loudly. A message pops up. A drawer gets stuck. A slow driver appears in front of you, driving like they are transporting soup in an open bowl. And suddenly your whole nervous system says, "That is it. Civilization ends here." If you have ever felt angry for no clear reason, you are not alone. A lot of people experience this, and it can feel confusing, even scary. You might start wondering, am I becoming a bad person? Why am I so irritated lately? What is wrong with me? But most of the time, nothing is wrong with you. Anger that seems random usually is not random. It is often a signal. Your body and brain are trying to tell you something, just not in the calmest, most professional tone. More like a smoke alarm that also has attitude. So let's look at what may actually be happening underneath that sudden anger, and what you can do when the pressure starts building inside. Anger rarely comes out of nowhere. That is the first myth to clear up. Anger almost never appears for no reason. It appears for reasons you have not noticed yet. Your nervous system is always tracking things in the background. Stress, overstimulation, unmet needs, emotional overload, lack of rest, too many sounds, too many demands, too many people asking, "Can I just ask you one quick thing?" When the thing is never quick, sometimes your conscious mind has not caught up yet, but your body has. Your body is already sitting there with a clipboard saying, "We have a problem." Anger can be the release, not the beginning. It may feel like it started with one tiny inconvenience, but that small moment was often just the last drop. Here are some hidden reasons you may feel randomly angry. One possibility is suppressed emotions finally leaking out. If you avoid conflict, bottle things up, stay quiet to keep the peace, or constantly tell yourself, "It's fine," when it is absolutely not fine, your anger may be delayed. Emotions do not disappear just because you ignore them. They wait, they pile up, they sit in the corner like unpaid bills with feelings. Then one small thing happens. A slow driver, a loud noise, someone leaving one spoon in the sink like it is an art installation. And suddenly you explode. But the spoon was not really the cause. The spoon was just the unfortunate employee working the front desk when the whole emotional complaint department arrived. Another reason is nervous system overload. Sometimes anger is actually stress in disguise. When your system is overwhelmed by poor sleep, chronic pressure, sensory overload, burnout, or simply too much life happening all at once, emotional regulation gets weaker. Your patience buffer shrinks. And when that buffer is low, tiny things start feeling huge. A notification sounds too sharp. The room feels too bright. Someone asks a normal question, and your brain receives it as a personal attack from the government. You are not trying to be difficult. Your nervous system is tired. It has run out of polite customer service voice. A third hidden reason is unmet needs. This surprises a lot of people, because anger can sometimes be your body saying, "Something is not okay." You may be hungry, exhausted, overstimulated, in need of alone time, feeling unheard, feeling emotionally neglected, feeling like everyone wants something from you, but nobody has checked whether you are still a functioning human being or just a phone charger with legs. Anger is often a boundary emotion. It shows up when something in you feels pressured, unsafe, unseen, or overwhelmed. It is not always saying, "I want to fight." Sometimes it is saying, "I need space," or "I need rest," or "I have not eaten anything real today, and this granola bar wrapper is not a meal." So what does pent-up anger feel like in the body? You might notice a tight jaw, shallow breathing, pressure in your chest, heat in your face, restless energy, tight shoulders, a sudden urge to snap at people who are technically doing nothing illegal, just existing too close to you. This is your nervous system in fight mode. It is not that you actually want conflict. It is that your body thinks it needs to protect you. Your brain sees stress and says, deploy the dragon. The problem is, sometimes the dragon arrives because someone chewed loudly. So what can you do when you feel anger building? The goal is regulation, not suppression, not explosion. Regulation. You are not trying to shove the anger down and pretend you are peaceful while your left eye twitches. You are also not trying to let it burst out and destroy 3 relationships and a perfectly innocent coffee mug. You are trying to help your nervous system come back down. Start by naming it early. Try saying to yourself, I am feeling irritated right now. That is it. No dramatic speech. No courtroom confession. Just a label. When you name the emotion, the brain can begin to shift out of pure reaction. You are bringing the feeling into awareness before it takes over the steering wheel, floors the gas, and starts honking at everyone. Then check the body first. Before you analyze the entire situation and build a 20-slide presentation about why everyone is annoying, ask yourself, am I tired? Am I hungry? Am I overstimulated? Am I tense? Do I need water? Have I been sitting in the same position like a folded lawn chair for 3 hours? Sometimes the fastest anger relief is physical. Drink water. Eat something. Step outside. Stretch your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Breathe deeper than the tiny emergency sips of air you have been taking. It sounds simple. It is simple. But simple does not mean useless. Sometimes your emotional crisis is partly your body saying, please give me lunch before I become a public safety issue. Another helpful step is safe pressure release. Pent-up anger is stored activation. It needs movement. Walk fast. Shake out your arms. Squeeze a stress ball. Exercise. Do some cardio. Clean your room with the intensity of someone preparing for a royal inspection. That energy needs somewhere to go. Movement helps your nervous system complete the stress cycle. It tells your body, the danger has passed. We do not need to fight the laundry basket. You can also practice containment instead of suppression. You do not have to solve the anger immediately. Sometimes the healthiest move is saying, I notice I am really activated right now. I am going to give myself a moment. That is not weakness. That is skill. You are putting the anger somewhere safe for a minute instead of handing it a microphone. Emotions often settle faster when they are allowed space instead of being wrestled to the ground. Of course, occasional unexplained anger is human, but it may be worth paying closer attention if you notice frequent outbursts, constant irritability, anger damaging relationships, feeling on edge most days, or anger showing up alongside depression or anxiety. Those patterns can point to chronic stress, burnout, trauma activation, mood difficulties, or nervous system dysregulation. And support can help more than you might think. If you have ever felt angry and did not fully understand why, you are not losing control. Your mind and body may just be trying imperfectly to get your attention. Not elegantly, not quietly, maybe with the emotional subtlety of a raccoon knocking over a trash can. But still, the message matters. Your anger is not always the enemy. Sometimes it is a signal, a boundary, a warning light, a tired part of you saying, please look here. If this resonated with you, let us know in the comments. And if you would like a deeper look at healthy ways to process anger, let us know too. Because the more you understand what is happening inside you, the less your anger has to shout to be heard.